Hello, hi everyone. Welcome to vidyavardhini tutorial, Chandrayapatna. Previous class I had to stop in between due to some personal problems. Sorry for that. We'll be continuing today with the next problem. Before that, I want to discuss some important things with you. See, in many schools, they neglect the test yourself part. It's, they are not going to solve the questions. Many schools they give importance only for the exercise part. But in the exam point of view, this test yourself part is the most important for your board exams because the question paper pattern is based on test yourself. They will choose the question from this. Most of the questions are from test yourself part. So this is the most important for your exams. So without wasting our time, we'll start with the next question. The next question is, for a trader X, a trader by name X, GST paid is rupees 600. That means a trader has paid a tax of rupees 600. Then this is an input tax. The input tax paid by the trader is rupees 600 and the GST collected is rupees 720. GST collected is rupees 720. A trader pays a input tax of rupees 600 and collects an output tax which is rupees 720. Then the input tax is rupees 600 and the output tax is rupees 720. Assertion. GST paid by the trader to the government is rupees 120. So here in the assertion part they have given that GST paid by the trader to the government is rupees 120 and in the reason GST deposit with the government is equal to output tax minus input tax which is equal to tax paid by tax collected minus tax paid. See here the first option given is A is true, R is false. Here GST paid by the trader to the government is rupees 120 which is true. See, before going to the options, we need to analyze few things. That is output tax paid by the collected by the trader is rupees 720 and input tax is rupees 600. So tax liability is equal to output tax minus input tax which is 720 minus 600. So the tax liability is rupees 120. This is the tax liability means the GST deposited with the government. The GST deposited with the government by a trader is rupees 120. Then reason R is correct. So in the assertion the GST paid by the trader to the government is rupees 120. That is also true. So that means both A and R are true. Okay. And R is the correct reason for A. So the reason R is given is the correct reason for A. See if the tax input, the tax liability is 120 and the reason why the GST deposited with the government is equal to output tax minus input tax. That is also true. So the Answer for this question is option 3. Both A and R are true and R is the correct reason for A. Please take the screenshot. Hope you all have understood this question. If you all are okay with that, we'll move to the next question. We will move to the next question. Question H. The invoice value of a toy is rupees 4,220 and rate of GST is 5%. Statement 1. GST paid is equal to 5% of 4,220. Statement 2. The taxable value of a toy is equal to 100 divided by 105 into 4,220. The first option is, I'll write the options here. Both the statements are true. Second option is, both the statements are false. Third option is, statement 1 is true and statement 2 is false. And the last option is, statement 1 is false and statement 2 is true. Observe the question carefully. The invoice value of a toy is rupees 4,220 and rate of GST is rupees 5%. GST is 5%. See, the invoice value always includes the GST amount. See, the invoice value always includes the GST amount. Then the statement 1 is false because in the first statement they have given that GST paid is equal to 5% of 4,220. 220. So invoice value always includes the GST. So the statement 1 is false. So given that, we have to check for the statement 2. Given that invoice value is rupees 4,220, GST is equal to 5%. Taxable value of a toy is 100 divided by 105, which is equal to 4,220. We have to prove that. So here they have not given the cost price of the toy. So let the taxable value of toy be X. So we already know that invoice value is equal to X plus 5% of X. That means cost price plus 5% of cost price. So which is equal to X plus 5 divided by 100 of X. That means X plus 0.05 of X. If we take X as common, 1 plus 0.05, which is equal to X of 1.05 of X. See here, they have already given the invoice value. That means 4,220 is equal to 1.05 of X. That means X is equal to 4,220 divided by 1.05. That means 4,220 divided by 1.05 means 105 divided by 100, isn't it? Then 4,220 divided by 100 into 105. Into 105 divided by 100. Correct, right? Then the taxable value of a toy is equal to, so the taxable value of a toy X, which is equal to 100 divided by 105 into 4,220. So the statement 2 is correct. So according to the options, which is correct? According to the options, which option is correct? So statement 1 is false because the invoice value always includes GST, and statement 2 is correct. So the correct option is option 4. Please take the screenshot. We'll move on to the next question. Want to see your house or any other place that lights outside the earth. That means if there is a home. So the next question is, a dealer in Indore MP sells goods and goods worth rupees 75,000 to a dealer in Jaipur, Rajasthan. If the rate of GST is 18%, statement 1. Then the GST share of Rajasthan is 9% of 75,000. Statement 2. In interstate transaction, GST is 18% of the whole transaction. The first option is A is true and R is false. Second option is A is false and R is true. Third option is both A and R are true. Both A and R are false. So a dealer in Indore sells goods worth rupees 75,000 to a dealer in Jaipur. See, MP and Rajasthan are different states. Then the transaction is interstate transaction. If the rate of GST is 18%, so the only tax applicable is GST for an intrastate transaction, which is 18% itself. In the first statement, they have given that then the GST share of Rajasthan is 9% of 75,000, which is wrong, because here there is no share of GST is valid because since it is an interstate transaction, that is the transaction is of different states and the transaction, that is the GST applicable only is 18%. So the first statement is false. In the interstate transaction, GST 18% is a whole transaction. So the second option is correct. Then the option for this answer is both. Sorry, in interstate transaction, GST is 18% of the whole value. Statement 1 is false because in interstate transaction, the rate of CGST is nil. So the first statement is false. So statement 2, second. Statement 2 is true because it is given that in an interstate transaction, the GST rate is 18% of the whole transaction. So A is true, A is false and statement 1 is false and statement 2 is true. So the correct option is option 2. A is false and R is true. Or statement A is statement 1 is false and statement 2 is true. Please take this screenshot. We will jump on to the next question. See here, there is a small mistake in the books. That is, here they have given that instead of A, we have to write statement 1 and instead of R, we have to write statement 2. Statement 2. Statement 2. Please make this correction. Please make the correction and take the screenshot. There is some printing mistake in the textbook. We'll move on to the next question, which is important for your exam. Which is question number 2. Mrs. Sharma bought the following articles from a departmental store. Items, market price, discount, and rate of GST. Face cream, hair oil, talcum powder, market price is rupees 350, rupees 720, rupees 225. Discount 12%. There is no discount for the hair oil. And for talcum powder 18%. Rate of GST is 12%, 5% and 18%. Find total GST paid. And the second question is total billing amount including GST. This question is similar to the exercise 1.1 questions. So we'll reconstruct the table. Items, market price, discount percent, rate of GST, and here discount value. Here discounted price and GST. For face cream, hair oil and talcum powder. Market price is rupees 350, 720 and 225. Here the discount percent is 12, nil and 18, 12, 5 and 18. Here we have to find the discount price, that is 12% of 350. So which is equal to rupees 42. And here discounted price is equal to market price minus discount, that is 350 minus 42. Market price minus discount. So which is equal to 308. So 308 is the discounted price. And GST is 12% of the discounted price. That means 12% of 308, which is equal to 12 into 308 divided by 100, which is equal to 36.96. So this is the discounted GST for face cream. And for hair oil, there is no discount, so the price is as it is. Here also discounted price is also same. This is nil. And the GST is, what is the percentage? 5%. 720 into 5 divided by 100, which is equal to rupees 36. So 36 is the GST amount. And for talcum powder, discount is 18%. So 225 into 18 divided by 100, which is equal to rupees 40.5. So the discounted price is 225 minus 40.5, which is equal to 184 rupees 0.5. And the GST is 184.5 into percentage is 18%. So into 18 divided by 100, which is equal to 33.21. So this is the GST price. So total GST is equal to 36.96 plus 36 plus 33.21. So which is equal to rupees 106.17. So this is the total GST paid, and total billing amount including GST. So total bill is equal to total discounted price plus total GST. Here the total discounted price is 308 plus 720 plus 184.5. So which is 1212.50. See, for total discounted price, we have to add all these three. That means the total discounted price is rupees 1212.5 plus total GST is rupees 106.17. So the total bill is equal to 1318.67. So I'll explain this once again. Mrs. Sharma has bought some articles from a departmental store. The articles are face cream, hair oil and talcum powder. So the market price of the face cream is rupees 350. Discount is 12% and rate of GST is 12%. Here we are constructing the table once again. See, for face cream, there is no proper space here. I'll explain neatly. Please observe. So for face cream, market price is 350. Discount is 12%. Rate of GST is 12%. See here they have given the discount percent. That means we have to find the discounted price. That means 350 of 12%. That means 12% of 350 is rupees 42. 12 into 350 divided by 100, which is 42. And the discounted price is, to get the discounted price, we have to subtract market price minus discount. Here the market price is 350 and the discounted value is rupees 42. So the discounted price is rupees 308. And here they have given that 12% is GST. So GST is 12% of discounted price. That is 12 into 308 divided by 100, which is 36.96. In the same way, we have to calculate for the hair oil also. For hair oil, the market price is 720. There is no discount for the hair oil and the rate of GST is 5. So here there is no discount for the hair oil, means the price is final. The discounted price or the market price, both are same here. That is rupees 720. So GST they have given as 5%. That means 720 into 5 divided by 100, or 5% of rupees 720, which is 720 into 5 divided by 100, which is equal to rupees 36 is the GST amount. And finally, for the talcum powder, here the market price is 225, discount is 18%, rate of GST is 18, rate of GST is also 18%. First we have to calculate the discount amount, that is 225 of 18%, or 18 which is equal to 225 into 18 divided by 100, which is equal to 40.5 is the discount. So to get the discounted price, we have to subtract it from the market price. That means 225 minus 40.5 is equal to rupees 184 is the discounted price. And we have to calculate the GST amount for this discounted price. That means 184.5 into 80 divided by 100, which is equal to 33.21. So in the first question they have given that find the total GST paid. So the total, to find the total GST, we have to add up all these three. That means 36.96, which is the GST amount of the face cream, and rupees 36 for hair oil, and 33.21 for this talcum powder. So the total GST paid is rupees 106.17. And in the second question, we have to find the total billing amount including GST. So the total billing amount is equal to the total discounted price. That means we have to add up all these three. That means 308 plus 720 plus 184. Here I have added this. So 308 plus 720 plus 184 is equal to 1112 is the total discounted price. That means 1212.5 plus total GST, that is 106.17, which is equal to 1318.67. So the answer for the first question is total GST paid is 106.17, and the answer for the second question is 1318.67. So these are the final answers. Hope you all have understood. If anybody has any doubts, please ask me. We'll move on to the next question. Please leave your comments in the comment box. If anybody has any doubt, please ask me. Please take the screenshot. We'll move on to the next question. Third question is Ashraf went to see a movie. He wanted to purchase a movie ticket for rupees 80 as the ticket for rupees 80 was not available. He purchased a ticket for rupees 120 of upper class. How much extra GST did he paid did he pay for the ticket GST for a ticket below rupees 100 is 18% and for ticket above rupees 100 is 28%. Ashraf went to see a movie. He wanted to purchase a movie ticket for rupees 80. So the ticket was not available. So he purchased a ticket for rupees 120 of upper class. How much extra GST did he pay for the ticket? If the ticket below rupees 100 is 18% GST is applicable for the ticket below 100 rupees and 28% of GST is applicable if the ticket price is above 100. So we have to calculate the GST amount for both the prices. That means GST on rupees 80, which is equal to, so 80 is less than 100, then the GST applicable is 18%. That means 80 into 18 divided by 100, that is 18% of 80 rupees, which is equal to rupees 14.40 or 14.4 is the GST on rupees 80 rupees ticket. So for GST for rupees 120 ticket, so which is equal to 120, so 120 is above 100, that means 120 is greater than 100, so the GST applicable is 28%, so which is equal to 33.6 rupees. 33.6 is the GST for 120 rupees ticket. So to find the extra GST paid by Ashraf, we have to subtract these two. That means we have to find the difference between the GST amount. That means difference between GST, which is equal to 33.6 minus 14.4, which is equal to 19.20. So this is the extra GST paid by Ashraf. So the extra GST paid by Ashraf is rupees 19.20. So we'll stop here for today. We'll continue with the next question tomorrow. So take care. See you all. Bye bye.